So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our discussion of planets through Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And today in this video, let's try to understand Saturn placement in the 9th house of your D-9 chart and what are going to be the positive, negative, even the fortune, misfortunes that are specifically connected with this placements. Let's try to understand in this particular video. First of all, you need to have the basic understandings of the 9th house of the D-9 chart. If you want detailed explanation, you can watch my video of the 9th house of the Navamsha Kundli. 9th house is actually the house which represent all the fortunes of your life, okay? And these are the fortunate events which are actually going to be coming specifically after your marriage and the married life aspect. You can also consider any planet sitting in the 9th house, okay? Any planet have the capacity to deliver some positive outcome into your life. It doesn't matter whether the dignity of that graha is going to be weak or strong, but this is actually the house of auspiciousness. Any planet which is coming up there is going to be representing some auspiciousness. Now, in order for you to check, okay, from which area that auspiciousness is coming, look into the two zodiac signs of this planet in the D1 chart. Now, Saturn is usually governing the sign of Capricorn and Aquarius. So, look where the zodiac sign of Aquarius and Capricorn is posited in the D1. Like for example, if it is posited in the 4th and 5th house, 4th house is actually the house which represents conveniences, home, even the motherland. 5th house is the house of children, childbirth, education. So, that auspiciousness is going to be directly interlinked with this 9th house, okay? In this way, you need to check actually where the zodiac signs of Saturn are going to be. Secondly, I hope many of you are even heard about the concept regarding the selfless love and the selfish love. Many a times, many couples actually, or even the relationship aspect between the male and the female, many times you are going to be attracting that kind of a partner where they are going to be highly selfless, okay? But many a times you are going to be attracting the partner that are actually going to be pretty selfish. I mean to say that selfless and the selfish part, it's actually connected with the calculative side of the love, okay? Calculative mean, okay, if I'm giving 20% of the love and contribution, you also need to contribute the 20%. If I'm giving 30, you need to give 30. So, if you want to check how selfless and the selfish approach towards the marriage is going to be, it's seen through the planet sitting in the 9th house. 9th house is also the house which actually represents the combined struggle of a husband and wife. From the 7th house of the D9 chart actually, if you count 3 places away, okay, it's the struggle, combined struggle which you husband and wife, you are combining together and going to be facing. It may be any challenges coming through relationship, personal, sometime professional, and even from the spiritual upfront as well, okay? That part is going through 9th house. 9th house is also the house which actually represents the traveling aspect, like combined traveling. You are going to be traveling with your partner and where you are going to be settling. Even many a time you see many people or many couples actually in their old age. So, they are very graceful. And many a times there are both husband and wife, okay, male, female. They are working for some common goal up there, where both husband and wife are actually contributing towards that common goal. It may be the common goal of making this world a better place, doing some sort of a charity or doing some sort of donations. Now, donations not in the form of money only, it may be donations of the knowledge, okay. So, that combined thing is also going to be coming through the 9th house. So, this is actually the house which represents many other things. But when the Saturn energy is actually coming into the 9th house of your D9 chart, what is happening? This is actually bringing a lot of fixations into your 9th house. Now, by mean to say fixations actually, you need to create a 360-degree change in your own perspective, specifically with regards to the relationship. Because the core character of this graha is actually going to be a cold-hearted attitude. And Saturn is also very rigid. It's one of the most rigid grahas in Vedic astrology. And that is where in the initial stages of your life, this rigidness is actually getting removed. And it also means there are also going to be a lot of sufferings which are going to be coming. But all that part is coming is actually help you to make more flexible and adaptable person. Because only with the help of flexibility and adaptability, you are going to be winning in the relationship and specifically in the marriage and the married life scenario. If you are going to be having a hell lot of a rigidness inside you, you are not meant for this grihastha ashram or the marriage and the married life aspect. And if it is in the 9th house, it means you are destined to get married also. So marriage is also going to be a surety which is present up there. So initially I will tell you what Saturn is going to be doing here. It's going to be breaking you apart slowly, slowly, slowly and slowly. And this is also breaking your rigidness apart slowly, slowly and slowly. And this actually have the capacity to then create a lot of transformations into your life. Many people that have even seen lot of initial setbacks into their early relationship aspect where it's not working because of multiple reasons. Out of one, it's going to be the rigidness, and second aspect which I am discussing is the how selfless you are, or whether you are little bit selfish or calculative when it comes to this love aspect. Now the dignity of the Saturn is actually going to play a very important role. Although I told you planets in the 9th have the capacity to create a control over all the negative parameters, but I will tell you, if the dignity of the Saturn is weak, it's debilitated, and if it is in conjunction with multiple other malefic grahas, and if the 7th house lord of the D-9 is also combining with this Saturn, and they are forming a severe affliction up there, what is happening? You are going to be constantly attracting all the selfish partners into your life. Okay, that it means you need to become the sole contributor up there, or you need to become the 100% in charge when it comes to the relationship. It may be when it comes to providing your like emotional companionship, or maybe love, or maybe something from the spiritual point of view. You need to become the holy soul in charge up there, specifically with this Shani Graha. Because I will tell you, this is the planet in the 9th house which will help you in the purification. It's going to be purifying you in such a way where this will actually help you to make yourself, it's like chiseling your character and then making you a person that is going to be fitting in that aspect. Now if it is severely afflicted, then it's becoming very difficult for these people to change their own belief systems, because this is also the belief systems which any person is going to be forming after the relationship. Suppose you are encountering some new person into your life, depending upon how your relationship with that person is going to be, this have the capacity to create alterations into your belief systems. If both male female they stay together for a longer duration of the time, it means you both are also transferring your belief systems into the one another life actually. So this Saturn, if it is negatively posited or it's severely afflicted, very difficult for these people to actually become that flexible person. It's also very difficult. It's going to be creating some sort of a dent inside the belief systems of this native. And that is where I will tell you, this Saturn, if we look into the most negative side, okay, of this Shani Graha, it's actually have the capacity to not to like bother regarding what is happening in the relationship, marriage, or what is happening even with the kids and the family part also. And that is one of the most negative traits of this Shani Graha in this 9th house. Now many a times it's not totally dependent over you and your chart situation. It also dependent over your life partner chart situation as well. Like whether her planetary alignments or his planetary alignments are going to be creating certain help into the 9th house or not. That part is also going to be seen up there. Even the maturity age of the planets are also going to play a very significant amount of role. And suppose Saturn is posited up there, Saturn matured at the age of 36. But suppose Saturn is with other planets, maybe Mars in the 9th. Now Mars matured at the age of 28. So number of planets or the cluster of planets that are going to be posited up there, it's actually the maturity age of that particular planets are going to be responsible for your own Bhagya Uday. Bhagya Uday means the rise of luck is going to be happening at the maturity age of that planet which is posited in your 9th house. If it is with the Rahu and the Ketu axis, then the Bhagya Uday might going to be taking up till the age of 42 and then 48 as well. Okay. But the rise of Bhagya is also seen from this part. If the zodiac signs of the air and water are going to be there, then the Bhagya Uday is going to be happening through traveling. Change of location will bring that advantageous thing into your life. If the earth element are present up there with the help of your own professional friend circle, if the fire elements are going to be there with the help of some guru, Guru mean like spiritual teacher, as a preacher, or maybe some astrologer. You go to some astrologer and he's giving you some guidance, and that guidance is going to create that positive impact, that have the capacity to create that transformations into your own life. Next, let me come to the combined struggle of a husband and the wife, and they are working for a common cause actually. I made one video 3 years ago, 9th house of Navamsa Chart, where I have discussed this part in more detail, like how to see whether you are going to be working towards one common goal or not, or whether you as a husband and wife have the capability to age gracefully or not. That part is going to be seen through this 9th house actually. Now, planets sitting in the 9th house is very important. They are going to play important role. But on the other hand, if suppose the dignity on which this 9th house in which the Saturn is posited, if suppose that 9th house lord is in the Dushtana houses, 6, 8, 12, or if that lord is actually becoming debilitated. Debilitated mean in the, like suppose Saturn is posited in the zodiac sign of Mars, Scorpio. Scorpio lord Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer. I'm talking about that scenario, okay, where the depositor is actually getting debilitated, or in the Dushtana, 6, 8 and the 12 houses. Then what is going to be happening up there? Your mindset, your own journey of the life is going to be taking you in this direction, and your spouse journey is going to be in that direction, okay. So there is no any common ground which you are going to be finding with this particular person. And it's also very important for you to actually recognize these things in the initial stages of the life, rather than thinking and maybe quitting the relationships after many times, or maybe after in the future actually. Because I will tell you one thing here, if one aspect or one area of your life is not be coming in the positive side, this have the capacity to create negative impact over the other areas of your life as well. Now, I'm not here saying like, okay, you can immediately leave your partner and then go in different direction. But this path which I told you, it's actually going to be creating impact in the complete family then. It's suppose the husband in this direction, wife is in this direction, now kids are also in that or that direction. So there is no any common ground up there. You understand what I'm trying to say? The sustenance and the survival of the marriage is totally dependent over your 9th house. That is the reason it's known as the fortune or the luck factor, or it's the advantage. Because sustenance of marriage is dependent over the bhagya. Many other factors are important. I understand your emotional compatibility with that partner, what is your love compatibility, sexual compatibility, spiritual compatibility. These factors are going to play a very important role. I'm not denying that fact. But the sustenance, okay, whether the relationship is going to be sustaining for longer duration of time or shorter duration, it's also going to be dependent over the bhagya of the native actually. And this is the bhagya. 9th house of D1 also represents bhagya, fortune. Any planet in the D1 in the 9th house is also going to be bringing some auspiciousness up there. But sometimes the auspiciousness which is coming with the planets in the 9th house of D9 is going to be coming out of some adverse situations, adversity. Like maybe you need to give away some aspect of your life in order to receive that advantageous thing. I hope you got my point, what I'm trying to say here. It's like removing something and then addition is going to be happening. So it's up to you to look and choose, okay, or look here, the things or the parts which you need to remove actually. And it's not necessary you need to remove from the outer realm. You need to remove certain impurities from the inside that might help you to receive some new things actually. Okay, if something is already congested, it becomes very difficult to gain some new and advantageous thing. But if, for example, few things are leaving and there is some vacancy or the vacant space is up there, in that vacant space actually, then this new energy is going to be entering. Even if the Rahu and the Ketu axis in the 3rd and the 9th house actually, and they are forming this conjunction over the Saturn, then this is going to be a combination of receiving immense amount of wealth after fortune. It's not necessary your partner is going to be earning and then giving you money. It may be some idea trigger in your head or your mind, and that idea is going to be working out perfectly. I have seen many multi-millionaires and billionaires with Saturn and Rahu in the 9th, even Saturn and Ketu in the 9th actually. So from the fortune perspective also, this is quite a strong and the powerful placement. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations, just drop me an email. And if you require any marriage, career, business or spiritual consultation, do let me know. And if you have gained some deep insights, you can send me super thanks also. Any small contribution from your side will also help me to feel more motivated to make or create more such content over the YouTube platform. And make sure to subscribe it below, okay, and hit the bell icon so that you can never miss any notification, or like this video, share this channel with your friends and family members who are in love with Vedic astrology. And we will meet very, very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and Hare Krishna.